Hey everybody, this is Nathan Lyle Official, the official channel of me, Nathan Lyle, and this is Anime Corner. The current simulcast is ending. What I've decided to do, since I watched so many different animes, I'm breaking it up. This video will talk about the Funimation simulcast. I've got two videos talking about the Crunchyroll simulcast, one for all the ones that I liked and one for all the ones I would not recommend, and then I will also have a top 3 video. So feel free to check all of those out. Let me preface this by saying there are plenty of simulcasts that I don't watch, because I didn't watch Sengoku Basara Judge End or End of Judgment, because that's a sequel, and like Free Summer, that's a sequel to the Otaku Sin Club, and so I try not to watch sequels if I haven't seen the original one yet. So from Funimation, there are actually only 5 anime that I watched from the current simulcast. The first of which is Barakamon, which is honestly one of my favorites from this site, just because it is funny. It's a comedy, and I prefer comedies above all else. The rest of these are relatively dark. Barakamon is the only one that's pure comedy, so if you're in the mood for just laughs for the sake of laughs, this one's a pretty good one. It's very nonsensical, and just, long story short, there's a guy who moves to an island with a lot of strange people. Then again, he himself turns out to be a very strange person, and it's just a lot of hilarity ensues. Next up, we've got Tokyo Ghoul, which of all the Funimation simulcast, this is one of the most highly touted. This is the one that everyone was talking about. This is the one that everyone recommended. And I fucking hated it. Let me preface by saying that when it comes to anime, I prefer comedies. I like a lot of these slice of lives, I love high school dramas and stuff like that. I hate blood. And Tokyo Ghoul is nothing but blood and guts. And it was horrible, and I hated it. Now, that being said, I watched the entire show, and it's a great storyline. It gets better and better as it keeps going forward. And, if blood doesn't bother you, then yeah, it's a great story. I recommended it. But, personally, I don't ever plan on watching another episode of this ever again, because so much blood. Ugh. I'm sorry, it's just, I'm a bit squeamish, and I couldn't sit through a single episode of this anime without wanting to throw up. And then you've got Tokyo ESP. This one, I don't know, I think if there was a second season, I would give it a go. But as of right now, I would say I'm feeling a bit dissatisfied. It has some moments of greatness. Overall, I would say check it out for yourself. Now, I'm not going to say it's amazing and you're going to love it, but I say it's worth taking a look at. And then there's Zankyou no Terror, which the English title is Terror in Resonance, which for me, this is one that captivated me from episode 1. It's a good detective anime with some good explosion and action sequences. I mean, overall, I would say as the season wore down, I kind of wore down too. Like, I was so high on this from the very beginning, but once I settled into it, it lost a bit of its luster as it went on. But that's just me personally. I mean, this anime confuses me so much, I don't know how I feel about it. But I definitely think this is one worth checking out. Take a few hours of your time, sit through it. And then the last one is Shonen Hollywood, Holly Stage for 49. This anime takes a realistic look at what it's like to try to become an idol, which overall it's just it is very realistic. It's kind of like watching a documentary. There are funny parts. There are parts that if you can become invested in it, and if you can become invested in the characters, then it might become an interesting one. But me personally, I just couldn't get invested. It never really captured me. I just kind of watched it to watch it. I was going through the motions with this one. So I can't really recommend this for anyone to look at personally, because there was nothing for me that really made me want to come back for more. It wasn't that funny. The music wasn't great. There weren't any real action sequences. And the storyline itself, I'm not that interested. Now, I think if you're invested in these boys and seeing them grow, then that's really the only thing about it to make you come back for more. But I don't know, the characters didn't capture my heart enough to make me give a damn. So overall, I would say this is definitely not my favorite Funimation simulcast, but it did have a lot of good works. I would say top 3 from this site: Tokyo Ghoul, Zankyou no Terror, and Barakamon. So if you're gonna go to Funimation, check out one of those 3. I would personally recommend Barakamon. So that's it for the Funimation simulcast that I looked at. Comment down below what's your favorites, why or why not, blah 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 blah, like, subscribe, blah 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 blah. I'm hungry, I'm gonna go eat lunch.